Hey YouTube family, it's Daughter of the Most High. I want to share a video with you tonight. I can't put the link in the description because they say certain words in it that will get me a strike. So I'm going to play a portion of it and I'm going to read the information in the description box. So it's going to be a little choppy, but that's okay. You'll get the message. Bill Gates and the World Health Organization have ran a simulation of the next pandemic coming soon to a government near you in 2025. And this is from the channel Redacted, and it has 1.8 million subscribers. The Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, in partnership with the World Health Organization and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, conducted another pandemic tabletop exercise in Brussels, Belgium, on October 23, 2022. The phenomenon is dubbed SEERS, Severe Epidemic Enterovirus Respiratory Syndrome 2025. Okay, so you could find this on their Rumble channel for Redacted. I'm going to play just a snippet here. I'm trying to miss where, because I'm not techie. I'm trying to avoid where they actually say something they shouldn't say. Let's go ahead.
About Bill Gates and the next pandemic. Bill Gates and the World Health Organization have announced when we will see the next pandemic, and they have a date for us. So get this on your calendar. Prepare, plan your trips around this next pandemic right now. We'll have more on that in a second and the dates. But you'll remember Bill Gates and the World Health Organization previously held what was known as the 2001 Event 201. And it was about the Event 201 exercise. It was a simulation involving a coordinated global response to a coronavirus that they held in a simulation just months before COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. So they're pretty good at predicting this stuff. I don't know how they pull this off.
Fauci, remember? Fauci told Trump in 2017, not that there could be, not that there might be, but there would be a pandemic during his presidency.
Yes.
Yeah, and Obama ran exercises for it during his pregnancy.
During his pregnancy.
During his presidency, too.
At the home factory.
So they've just gotten together and they're doing it again now. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, along with Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security and the World Health Organization. I wish I was making this up, but this is not a conspiracy theory. They did this. And they just conducted their next pandemic tabletop exercise in Belgium. It's called the Catastrophic Contagion. Hey, honey, where are you going this weekend? I'm going to Belgium. I got a conference. Oh, yeah, what's it about? It's called the Catastrophic Contagion event. Oh, what are you guys going to be doing? Oh, we're just planning the next pandemic.
And then he goes on to say, planning that and then this to go along with it. So I'm going to scoot forward a little bit. I want to miss what he is saying there because I don't want that on the video. And so he actually goes up to a panel. There's a panel. It's really such a joke. So I'm going to scoot up to right here and we'll listen to her speak and then we'll chat a minute.
There have been an estimated 1 billion cases worldwide, with more than 20 million deaths, including nearly 15 million children. Countless millions are alive, but left with paralysis or brain damage.
Oh, okay, so that's how it'll... So, I'm sorry. You hear those numbers? 1 billion people, okay? Millions of children, and then those who are left will have brain damage and paralysis. So that's what we'll have. That's how this is going to unfold.
The most successful countries are those which invested in preparedness and trained for this moment years in advance. This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams, which conducted detailed operational planning and routinely tested those plans through exercises and drills.
Okay.
So it says on the screen here, this is a fictional scenario. Catastrophic contagion, and her name is, I went a little bit too far, let me back up to get her name. Well, why am I not getting it on the screen? I guess she was a former CNN reporter, I think.
Okay. I should also point out, I didn't recognize her at first. This is Jean Reserve. She used to be a CNN anchor. She used to be a CNN reporter.
Did she?
Yeah. So now, I mean, just goes to show you like the cozy. I didn't recognize her at first. Her hair is she's older, gray, and I didn't recognize her. But she was a CNN anchor reporter.
Okay. And so this, again, you can find the full video on their Rumble channel. So if you go to their YouTube channel, Redacted, and then click on the link for the Rumble channel, you can listen to the whole thing. But that's like the gist of it. They're planning the next pandemic and the things that go with it. And it's supposed to, they said, originate in Brazil. And so, again, we know the times that we live in, and we know the things that, at least some of the things that are ahead. We must do our part in preparation for what's coming. Another channel I was listening to recently was talking about that we're on the cusp of World War III. So we have many things, or not many, but things coming that are going to be very difficult, very unpleasant for us. But again, we've been in a bit of a reprieve. Things have settled down since the coronavirus, and all of that, and the lockdowns and everything. But we know that there's more on the planner. So I just wanted to share this with you and just share that. Enjoy every normal day that you can. Be strong in the Lord. And I would consider starting to honor the Sabbath. I'll share a little bit about that with you, my last Sabbath. So I have been busy lately. I have CEUs I need to do for my license. I have things I need to do for work. It's been a kind of a busy time. My CEUs are my education requirements, and they're due in, like 5 weeks. And so I have to do 40 CEUs. And I got a little bit of a late start just because I was kind of tired. Well, anyway, and so I'm catching up on them, getting those done. But so on Friday evening to Saturday, or Friday sunset to Saturday sunset, I started out okay. I knew that I probably wouldn't get to do the full 24 hours because I had something that I had to do on Saturday. And to be honest with you, I'm just not used to setting aside one day a week to spend with the Lord in worship, in prayer, in watching, like I love to watch, YouTube videos on teachings and things like that. So I spent that time on Friday night doing that, but then Saturday was too busy. And so I just told God, I'm not used to doing this. And like managing my life around preparing for Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. I will get better at it in time. I'm just not great at it right now. So on Friday night, I was sitting down with my devotional right here that's fallen apart, but I love it. I love this devotional, Gwen Shaw. And I was going to read the entries on the book of Revelation because I found those very interesting and I wanted to reread those. So when I sat down to read the entries on the book of Revelation, the Lord actually directed me to the entries on the book of Amos. And so I have been reading those. And I sat and read, some of those on Friday night. And then I read some more last night. And so that's where the Lord has me right now. And again, he's not like a typical prophet, but he's someone that the Lord used to warn the people. And once again, the people don't listen, it's the same pattern. And the Lord has me reading that. And I do want to share a few of the entries with you. They're so interesting. So I'll make a second video maybe tomorrow night, because I want to read the entries that I read last night. I want to read those too, 2 or 3 entries. It's pretty much what we're living right now, only this was, this came out, the copyright date is like 1986. So we're like, 40 years, 40 years ago. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing now, only we have more things going on in the world, but people react the same way. So I'll plan on, if I can, tomorrow night or the next night, reading those entries to you, because I want to share that with you. The Lord has me in that spot where just reading the book of Amos and then reading those entries as well in that devotional. And so I'll do a little summary on what I feel like the Lord is teaching me or speaking to me about that, and I'll share that soon. So I wanted to share this information about the next pandemic and what's coming there. I don't know. So don't look for a link in the description box, because they speak pretty freely, and this is on YouTube, but they didn't get dinged. It's been up since. Where is the date? They had the conference on October 23rd in Brussels, Belgium, but what day did they post this? I don't even know. I'm not going to look for it. But they didn't get dinged, and they actually say certain words. So anyway, fam, I will see you in the next couple of days to share a little bit about the book of Amos. So anyway, be well.